Hey everybody, I want to talk about self-care today. Self-care is the idea that you need to put your health as a priority. Oftentimes the analogy is like the oxygen mask analogy. Put on your oxygen mask before you put on your companions, because if you don't put yours on, you can't help them. But I think when you think about the nexus of self-care and disability, there's a little bit added dimension. For many years, I never wanted my disability to hinder or hamper my ability to do things. I wanted to be as independent as possible, sometimes stubbornly independent. At some point, several years ago, I made a shift in recognizing that, I do have a disability, I do have limitations, and that's okay. That does not mean I can be less independent. I think this transition was harder for my family and my friends, who often, didn't see me as disabled. They just saw me as Jody, which, is great. I don't think anybody wants to be treated differently, but they didn't really know how to react when, finally out of frustration, I'd be like, no, I can't, I have pain, or I have limitation. I get out of breath really easily. I can't climb 50 sets of stairs. I can't walk as fast as you can. And what does that mean? What is that dynamic? It can get uncomfortable and awkward at times. But what learning about self-care and the importance of self-care helped validate for me that I do have to take care of myself. And it gave me a talking point to try to explain to my friends and family that while I still didn't want to be treated any different, I wanted them to acknowledge and recognize my limitations and have it be okay. Have it be something that I didn't need to feel ashamed or embarrassed or less than about. And something that they didn't need to feel that they had to, accommodate me in any special way. They just had to respect that limitation. And now I'm at a point in my life where I feel empowered when I say no. Because when I say no, I really mean it. It's for a reason. I come from a much more comfortable place in saying it. And therefore, I think when it's received, it's understood from a more clear place. There's been somewhat of an identity or a culture generated around this thought, and it's called Spoonies. One day, a woman with a disability, I believe it was a hidden disability, was explaining to a friend of hers who was not disabled that she only has a certain amount of energy to do things throughout the day. And her friend wasn't really understanding why she couldn't do as much or keep up as well. And so they were out to eat, and she picked up a bunch of silverware, which happened to be spoons. And she started listing off daily life activities. Getting dressed, cleaning up the house, doing laundry, going shopping. And with each activity, she put down a spoon. And then she said, well, now when I'm out of spoons, I'm out of energy. People who are watching this, whether you're disabled or not, or you have a friend with a disability, or you work with somebody who has a disability, that it just allows you to think for a minute about everybody's life experience is different, and that I think we all need to be respectful, what each other's limitations. As I always say, as long as I'm assuming that everybody's coming from a pure, honest place of wanting to do the best they can, that's all that you can ask of anybody, including yourself. So that's kind of what I wanted to say on self-care. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what I'm saying, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!